Hey folks, how we doing? It's 7:05 a.m. Sunday the 17th, January 17th. Late. Not late in the day, just late. 7:05. 5 is movement, 0 is completion, and 7 is spiritual. Is is related to spiritual knowledge, power. Here it's knowledge. Um, I need to do a video or something where I talk about different stones, the energy in them, because all the stuff in your books. I mean, now Melody, Love is in the Earth. This book up here, Melody's cool. She's awesome. She has stuff right. There's some other people that have taken over to write stuff for her. Okay, I hope she's still here. Um, she's been in a relaxing phase, so to speak, for a long time. The twilight of life. So I just feel something like that, and I just leave it alone. It's none of my business. I care, love her, and leave that there. I love all of you. It's just I gotta do what I do. Um, I need to get the animal videos, and maybe I can get the stone video out soon. While I'm waiting for everything else to happen with lawyers and doing these consults now again. It's kind of frustrating to be flowing in and out of this stuff. Consults on, consults off. Um, it's you can't predict the future, especially when what's running it can't make up their mind and keeps changing their mind, and also does not know what they're doing. And that goes right now for my energy outside of my body on the other side, and the same with Lily's driver. They're screwing up the timeline, big time. Not a joke. A lot of people just want to become bigger and bigger and stronger as energy. You know, that's a good thing to a certain point. Okay? Natural growth is a good thing, but there is also a point when energy really gets big and you have a lot of problems. There's only one being in creation that I know that can still pull all parts of itself together and they all function the same way. There's no complications whatsoever, no different personalities or anything, and that's Archangel Michael. Um, I beat myself up whenever I need it. I don't mind putting it on video. Well, I'm no better than nothing else. I'm different. Okay, I got a job. I'm the only thing that can do my job, and that's become more and more evident with me and trying to finish this life up with dealing with my stuff on the other side now. Things are moving along okay, but it's a bad timeline. They don't understand. I made a promise to Animal Essence a long time ago that I was going to hurry up, get this done, and get out of there. Okay, I'm ahead of schedule as far as where it was planning to be 2018. It does not matter. It does not matter. I need to be handling this now, and I can't do it here. That's the problem with the timeline. They don't understand that. I was talking, met that part of myself. Was talking with it yesterday. Paul and I chatted about it for a second. He was looking at it and he said, "Damn, it understands." I said, "Well, to a point, but not much. But it's just very intelligent." And he goes, "Well, yeah." Um, when spirit grows and gets bigger, hey there, Hurt. Good boy, honey. You got new sheets in all your beds up here. Okay, I love you, buddy. Um, as spirit grows bigger, um, the focal points start to spread out, to get stronger, other focal points just naturally start growing. That can become an issue. Angel energy being what it is, when it separates, it's easier for it to come back together again, and it maintains that same single format. Okay, so it's like pulling itself together. When you have sentience, when you have spirit, sentient energy, that grows really large, but it's having lives. When different parts of it break off, there's different emotions or different thoughts and understandings, feelings in the energy. So it's more individualistic. And all I want to do is fix stuff. It's probably why I was a mechanic. Huh? I was a damn good one though. All I want to do is make stuff right. Thanks, Herc. I've been waiting so long for this, and so's Lily. What Lily and Mind's Energy and the other side's doing right now, it's not bad. It's just time. Not fast enough. Other than that, it's fine, but it's not fast enough. I have a promise to keep. I have a job, but I got a promise. That means everything to me. So, when spirit comes out, starts growing, the different focal points start building up inside of it, and they start becoming real. I mean, real separate entities. It's all real, but they start becoming their own individualistic. Okay, that's how that goes. Then when you come together, you are definitely individuals. Whereas with Archangel Michael, for example, they all function the same way. They're all part of the same format. It's somewhat of a rigid format. It understands. Archangel Michael is incredibly unique. So is Lucifer, okay? The only thing with Lucifer is he was made a little different, and he's been literally protecting everything from this negative original source energy before there was anything to protect it from, other than the original male and female. Of course, they weren't too worried about it. It was small compared to them. And that's why it wasn't allowed to have lives except for on the very rare occasions. So like I said, there's one guy like that. He's in a body, hangs around a Starbucks every once in a while. I'll see him, say hi. He's actually got heart energy, which is incredible. He's 47% negative original source energy, and he's got heart in him. He's a little aggressive. He's a negative. It's all get out, but he's got heart. See, we are what we are. What came out of the first being is no one's fault. Not the first being either. It was what it was when it came together. That's how it all started. All that heavy particulate matter in the first dimension that got mixed in with it made it negative. That's why the energens that came from us a long time ago, in the very beginning, or I say came from us, it came from the original first being before all that heavy matter got mixed in there to make the original first being more negative. So this stuff's clean. You know, energens have so little negativity. It's the most negative ones, maybe about 1.14% is the most negative one, something right around there. Just barely over 1% negative is the most negative energon, negative frequency energon. So, the more lives you have, the more you grow. Everyone's been forced to grow too hard, and it builds up those abuse frequencies inside. And when you look at them, folks, they're sick. Okay, they're just sick. It's hurtful for you to have them. You get used to them, and it's like this, like inside working you, vibrating you. That's why the original first being loved it. It's making them grow. Look, it's making them grow, and everyone's like this, you know, on the other side, getting erratic, more fighting, more arrogance. And the original male and female were like, yay, they're getting bigger. There's going to be more to worship us. A lot of people say, how can that be true? It just is. You know, if you listen to what I tell you, how it all started and where the negativity came from, what it was, it answers a whole lot of questions no one's ever been able to answer. Where did negativity come from? Everything comes from God, the wonderful God, the first being. Well, honestly, somehow something had to be made. Something had to come from somewhere, and it all came from it. I don't know why I'm telling you this right now, but I'm really being pushed. It's part of Lily, and it's a piece of my energy too, right there inside, wanting me to tell you that to let you know I'm doing the best. I'm doing everything I can, and that I'm limited for the moment. I've already kind of said that. Folks, I honor all spirit. I could have gone without saying, what I just said. Just, it's also why, when you want to talk to someone who's deceased, loved one, I'll tell you. But they're not worried about stuff when they get to the other side. So many of us here in body, when someone goes home, they're so worried about what are they thinking? What are they mad at me? Did I do something wrong? No, they're happy because they're free, and they know sooner or later you will be too. So they're okay. They're just waiting for you to get through this. It's like you're having a workout, and sooner or later you're coming home from the gym. It's hell when you're in the body, but when you're out, it's not. So when the focal points break out from a huge field of energy, then that field of energy is left with no focal point or a couple that are starting to grow. So it kind of puts it into a weird phase. The focal points, the souls, there's not one soul that's done this, just so you know. I'm talking about really large energy. And please don't want to be like that to do that. And that's really the topic, one of the major issues of this talk today. It's literally, it's not a good thing. You'd think, yay, there's more going on. No, not with all the abuse frequencies, not the way things are set up. And there's another way for energy to release parts of itself, which is smooth and complete. It's not this fragmented focal point thing coming out and then you have to deal with it. Merlin, the one from England, that life, that body that I was in was very, very strong. Very strong. He was a real pain in the ass when I was going through this stuff. He had a little bit of that worship me kind of attitude, and I'm like, okay, that ain't happening. So that's why with all the big things that are having any lives, and remember, human essence, Fey essence, folks, they're big. They were over 1,000 times larger than the souls when they were released. Released essence, released soul. Okay, the essence is 1,000 times stronger. Then they had 1 trillion lives before the first soul was released, so essence is huge. And they do that, splitting off the focal points. They've had problems with that. It's good to grow and naturally and for everything to become smooth, your energy inside and out. That's what's going to happen. We're like a wheel that's this close to turning. see this, I watch it, I feel it, I can just about smell and taste it. And it's like I got chains on me. I can't pick my right foot up to take that last step. Um, Creation is about to have an incredible freedom. It really is. But when it comes to the size of your spirit, um, there is a limit where it's just not healthy. Okay? This would be better for me to be talking to you about when we're all out of body for the other side. It's not as relative to what is going on while you're in a body. I told you I'd come back and I'd tell you about the other side. Folks, I'm doing every damn thing I can to tell you everything that's over there. One step at a time. There's something about dimensions that I'm trying to get a grip on, but the literally, the physical mind has no way to express it. And every time I look at it and try to focus on it, the inside of my head, right here, literally starts hurting so bad I have to let go. Remember, when you're in a body, you can't have access to who you really are. You're suffering for a reason. It's like having a coach hanging around you, like at the gym, have a personal trainer hanging around you, putting duct tape around your mouth and put a pencil hole in it and put a wet blanket, heavy blanket on top of you, and then make you work out like that. You can't hear them, see them, can't breathe, can't do anything. You have no freedom. I said I do everything I can to tell you whatever you need, to tell you everything there is to know. It's time for all the dimensions to hook up. That's why when you ask me questions in consults and stuff, I can answer about anything you want. I mean, it's like there's certain things about dimensions it's really hard to access because the physical mind cannot comprehend it. I don't mean any alien, nothing, okay? Sorry. There's things here that defy all laws of any type of physics, which, there's different planets have different laws of physics, believe it or not. I'm talking about altogether, okay? There's certain things that just you can't explain. You can write certain things off as transmutation and other stuff, but when you make dimensions, it's a whole different ballgame. There's no way to explain that. I hope to find a way. But the larger your spirit grows, the more problems you have with focal points breaking off. It's almost like a multiple personality disorder. You being the main body and have to deal with the little voices. It's not an issue for me other than the fact that getting everyone together on the same page is hard to do, but because there's only a few of them out there. But heck, what do they say? Those of us that talk to that hear voices are crazy anyway. I'll tell you what's sad. And don't take it for granted. There are some people that have physical problems in their brains. Okay, and then they can be pushed physically and emotionally to where they literally start coming apart. Then they really have some problems. And by the way, when that starts happening, not only are they having the multiple problem inside their head, true schizophrenia, but they also have souls that come in and mess with them a little bit every once in a while. So that makes it worse. When you start feeling like all I'm doing is painting gloom and doom, for the few that do, it's not many at all. But those of you that want to feel that way, understand that when you realize you're standing in the mud, and then there's a little stream and then a beautiful field right after there, and you know how to get out of the mud, walk through the field, go into the stream, clean your feet off, then go into the nice clean field with clean feet. Um, that's where you want to be, and that's where you're going to go. It's just understanding what's going on. All right, folks. Anyway, love you. Take care.